You've seen millions of videos online that are maybe compilations or just voiceovers over footage. Did you know they have a name and these videos sometimes make more money than some of the biggest YouTube channels? Welcome to the world of faceless channels and a series where I teach you how to achieve the same for yourself. In this video, we are going to focus on the editing aspect of these faceless videos. Ever wondered how you could achieve that? Or more so, how do you dip your toes in such a genre if you want to create such videos? Well, you're at the perfect place because in today's video, we'll show you how to edit faceless YouTube videos. What do you think could be the start of such videos? Step 1. Vision. The first thing you do is craft your vision or come up with the foundation on what you want to do and achieve. Imagine your video as a blank canvas. Your first task is to envision what you want to create. What story do you want to tell, and what emotions do you want to bring about? Start by brainstorming and sketching out your ideas. This step might seem irrelevant right now, but trust me, once you start editing, you will realize that this is probably the most important aspect of it all. So naturally, the first step will be getting your script and recording the voiceover for the same. To write a script that acts as the blueprint for your video, think of it as plotting out the key scenes and elements that will make your video engaging and catchy. If you want more details on the same comment script, and I'll make another video on a detailed blueprint to crack the code on making some of the best cash cow scripts out there. Step 2. Gathering media. The second step is one of the more important ones, and that is to gather or research your content or materials. You need to gather all the elements and components that will bring your vision to life. Collect video clips, images, music, and sound effects that fit your script. For faceless videos such as these, stock footage, animations, and screen recordings are your primary colors. Each piece of media is a brushstroke that contributes to the overall masterpiece. For royalty-free stock images and footage, you can use the help of websites such as Pexels and Pixabay, which are free and accessible to any user. And if these may not be helpful and you want a touch of something familiar, images from Google are at your service. Pixabay also provides royalty-free music and sound effects. That's an effective note to keep in mind. Also, make sure you use videos more than images, and even if you only have access to images, you can add motion to pictures like zooming in or out of an image. Realistically, we are humans who are amazed by anything that moves. Simple beings after all. Step 3. Selection of appropriate software. The third step involves the use of the correct and appropriate tools. This decision is important since each tool has its uniqueness and also its limitations. Choosing the right video editing software is like selecting the perfect set of brushes. Different tools offer various features and capabilities, so pick one that suits your style and the complexity of your project. Whether you're using Adobe Premiere Pro's professional grade tools or CapCut, ensure your software can handle the demands of your creative vision. Bonus tip: CapCut can also be an absolute best friend since it can auto-generate captions for you that aligns with the video. Step 4. The setup. Now this step needs to be done carefully and methodically. One wrong import and it will create a wave of confusion. So, this step will tell you more about the basic setting up of your workspace or tools. Import all your media into the editing software, organizing it as you would arrange your brushes and paints on a palette. Creating folders or bins for different types of media helps maintain a clean and efficient workspace. Think of this as setting the stage for your creative process, where everything you need is within easy reach. This is necessary because you can have a very organized set of media files. Along with having everything sorted, it ensures smooth and seamless editing. The best tip here is to label everything. This is the most helpful aspect because it helps you be more efficient and gets the work done quicker and concisely. Step 5. Sketch out the outline. After having everything sorted and organized, you can have a basic outline drawn out. In this case, adding footage and images that match up aesthetically or make sense according to the script is your basic outline. Begin with a rough cut, laying out your video clips in the timeline according to your script. This is the sketch of your artwork, where you focus on the basic structure without worrying about the finer details. Arrange the clips to form a cohesive sequence, providing a skeleton for your final piece. Step 6. Depth and detail. After sketching out the basic outline, we need to add some depth to it so as to give it some sort of life. Refine your edits by trimming clips, adjusting timing, and smoothing transitions. This step is used to add depth and detail to your sketch, making the composition more defined and engaging. Pay attention to the rhythm and pacing, making sure your video maintains the viewer's interest throughout. Bonus tip: transitions such as pan, whip, and rotation are widely used and are popular for their simplicity, yet they also add a lot of depth to your video. Try it out and look at the difference with and without using a transition. Step 7. Enhancing with visuals. Now it's time to add visual elements that bring your video to life. Text overlays, graphics, and animations are like the details that make your artwork pop. Use these elements to highlight key points, add information, or simply enhance the visual appeal. Be mindful not to overdo it, keeping the focus on the story. Don't get too excited or carried away because sometimes less is more. More can equal tacky, and we definitely do not want that. Step 8. Syncing with the sound. Incorporate audio elements, including background music, sound effects, and voiceovers. Think of this as adding a musical appeal to your visual item. Balance the audio levels and ensure it complements the visuals. Sync the sound perfectly with the video to create a harmonious experience. An additional tip can be to cut down the pauses between the voiceovers or to choose the perfect one. Oftentimes, one voiceover has a lot of takes, so always make sure to have a crisp ear so you can deliver crisp content. Step 9. Color as an emotional tool. Using the right color at the right time can make or break the overall look. It may be a small element, but it has a great significance, and when done right, you'll definitely land yourself a lucky spot in terms of decent content. Apply color correction and grading to unify the look of your video and bring about the desired emotions. This step is like choosing the right shades and tones to bring depth to your painting. Adjust the color balance, contrast, and brightness to achieve a consistent and appealing aesthetic. Step 10. Adding the final touches. Review your video and add any final touches. This could include fine-tuning audio, adding last-minute effects, or inserting a logo or watermark. These finishing touches are like signing your artwork, making sure it's polished and complete and no stone is left unturned. Any final changes can and should be made at this point so as to avoid any further regrets. Never forget the call to action element. This means asking the audience to subscribe to your channel or like your video. Make sure to place them at the beginning and also at the end by adding in the icons for the respective call. Step 11. Presenting your masterpiece. Export your video in the appropriate format and resolution for your intended platform. This step is like framing your artwork, preparing it for display. Make sure the export settings match the requirements of your distribution platform, in this case for YouTube. Step 12. Sharing with the world. Finally, review your exported video to ensure it meets your standards. Share it with your audience, promoting it through various channels and social media platforms. This is the grand unveiling of your creative work, where you showcase your efforts to the world. Make sure to engage with your audience at this time so you can drive more traffic to your channel. And voila! You have your first amazing piece of work done. Not that difficult, right? By following these steps, you can transform raw media into a captivating visual story. So don't forget to embrace your creativity, experiment with different techniques, and continually refine your craft to produce high-quality, engaging content. It sure can turn into a hobby, and if it does, why not share it with the world? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel for more fascinating content like this.